today's story I'm going to be talking about someone, and this fucking man, dude, he was a dick. Okay, I'm just going to straight up say it. He was a fucking dick. And not only was this guy a dick, but he was a teacher. A fucking Spanish teacher, to be specific, and that's what today's video is about. This took place in the beginning of high school. I was a young student. I was taking Spanish. I did not fucking like it. I just seriously hated it. Not because of the subject, but because of the teacher. Like I said, this guy was a complete dick. Listen to this. Get this. You needed a 65 or above to pass the quarter, right? So every single quarter, as long as you had like a 65 or above, usually you'd be okay. But this fucking dude, this teacher, he fucking hated me, man. He was a horrible fucking person. He failed me one quarter with a 64. A 60 fucking 4. By 1 point, he failed me. And I was like, this guy literally fucking hates me. He failed me with 1 point. Just to be a dick. And I know some of you are going to be like, well, dude, what if you actually just fucking sucked and you're stupid? Well, that very much could have been the case, but I went up to him and I was like, hey, why did I fail with 1 point? Why didn't you tell me I was failing? And he fucking laughed at me, dude. He literally laughed at me. It was a fucking evil laugh, too. Like, he was real happy about it. And the best part was, he did it twice. He failed me by, like, a few points another quarter later, which is just fucking awesome. But, yeah, now that you guys know that he's a fucking dick, I thought I would tell you guys this story. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like if you do, and let's get into it. So, around when this happened, it was getting really, really close to the end of the year, and I was freaking the fuck out because I thought I was going to fail the class. Because, you know, this guy had the balls to fail me for 1 quarter. He could just fail me for the whole fucking year if he wanted to. And that means I'd have to take the class for a whole nother fucking year. The whole next year I'd have to be in that same room with that same fucking teacher, that same dickhead, and deal with him. But anyway, we had a test coming up, okay? It was a big fucking test. Like, this was a big part of our grade. Everyone was freaking out about it. Everyone was studying. Meanwhile, I was not doing that. I was too busy watching Netflix because I'm a fucking idiot. But anyway, some time went by, and it was finally fucking time to take this test, right? And everyone was prepared. Everyone was just ready to get a fucking 100, just ace that shit. And then there was me, and I was like, fuck, I am not prepared for this whatsoever, right? Like, I had all of this fucking time to just prepare and get ready and study for it. And I used the time to do literally nothing. Just fucking nothing. So yeah, the time came. It was like the day before the test. I called my friend up. He told me literally everything I needed to know. I wrote it down on a paper. I went to school the next day. I'm in the cafeteria right before fucking Spanish. And I'm literally just fucking putting everything on my arm. I looked like a fucking idiot. I had a pen. I was sitting there at my table with like 8 people watching me, writing down all the answers on my fucking arm with pen. But yeah, the time came. It was Spanish test time. I went to the fucking room. I sit down. Mr. Dickhead tells everyone to bring their phones up to the front, put them down there so that we can't use them to, you know, cheat. A lot of kids went up there and put their phones down. He looked back at me. He's like, Austin, where's your phone? I was like, I don't have a phone. He's like, how do you not have a phone? Everyone here does. I was like, no, I do, but it's not with me. It's in my locker. I left it there for the test. He's like, oh, smart man, right? But everyone in the fucking room knew that he wasn't complimenting me. He's probably just like, oh, I know you have your fucking phone, dude. I'm gonna watch you the whole fucking time. You pull that phone out, you're done, dude. You're done. I'm just fucking kidding. But he went back to his desk, he sat down, and he told everyone it was okay to start, right? So I'm sitting there, I have my hoodie on, and I'm literally pulling up my sleeve every single time I want to look, and I realized that I should have wrote fucking smaller, dude. Like, my whole fucking arm was taken up by writing. But anyway, I was doing okay. I was writing the answers down, I was getting this test done, and I was doing pretty good, okay? And I must have been distracted or some shit, like not paying attention, and some other teacher entered the room. You know how sometimes you have like 2 teachers in your room when you're doing a test, so one can just walk around and make sure everyone's, you know, not fucking cheating like I was. And I was sitting there just writing the answers down, and all of a sudden I hear, do you have something on your skin? And I turn around and look over my shoulder, and there's just this lady sitting there, dude, looking at me. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, where did she come from? What the? But I just told her, I was like, nah, I don't have anything. And she's like, roll up your sleeve right now. And I was like, no, why do you want me to roll up my sleeve? And she's just like, I know you have writing on your arm. You have something on your arm. And I'm just sitting there trying to like make a face and be like, no, I don't have anything. What are you talking about? And she just straight grabs my fucking arm, dude. She rolls my sleeve up for me. And I was like, all right, well, there's no fucking hiding this anymore. And of course, Mr. Dickhead in the front sees it and he's like, oh, I knew it. I knew he was cheating. And he runs over and he makes a scene in front of the entire class and proceeds to embarrass the living shit out of me. And then he takes me out of the class, yells at me in the hallway for like 5 fucking minutes, dude, just freaking out. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey man, I don't mean to be rude, but you're literally evil. And he's like, what? And I was like, you're evil. You fucking hate me. So you decided to fail me by 1 point 1 quarter. Like, who does that? That is beyond messed up. But yeah, when I said that to him, he got really, really mad. He just looked at me with this like fucked up look and he just ran inside the room and slammed the door. And from that point on, I just went down to the main office. I found this room with a bunch of other kids who got kicked out of their classes and they were all watching this movie. And I just sat down and I watched the movie with them. Pretty good rest of my day. But yeah, the whole rest of that year, dude. That teacher, to this day, I bet if he saw me in like the convenience store, he'd throw a fucking apple at my head. Like, oh, it's that old student I used to teach, Austin. We're outside of school. What's the closest thing I could throw at him? This apple just fucking throws it at me and starts laughing. That's what you get for cheating on my test. I'm just fucking around, but seriously, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. And yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.